man. Hello everybody, and welcome back. It took me a while, but I managed to finish this up. I beat Eyeless. Took quite a long time. Eyeless falls to the ground. Suddenly, the chaotic sounds of battle quieten, and the surrounding dredge lower their weapons in shock. A group of dredge guards break through the crowd and begin lifting Eyeless's body. Then, you see her arm move. The Sunder is still alive. There's a chance to finish Eyeless if you and a few others are willing to risk charging the dredge. There's no telling what will happen if she's allowed to recover, but you feel a pang of sadness at the thought of killing her. You don't want to fight her anymore. While their stunned move to Manahar. While Eyeless is carried back into her ranks, your wounded are dragged back toward the town. Victory! Victory now. That's enough for some supplies. Wish it wasn't enough for a level up, but such is life. I have no supplies, and supplies are of paramount importance. Fatigue slows your muscles as you take the reins of the Yaks pulling Bellower's cart. Thousands of eyes watch you, the scared faces of so many dredge left on the battlefield to pull at you. Your mind fills with images of Ivan on the tower, of dredge twisting, warping in darkness. Shaking, slobbering, roaring, you fight to regain control of your mind. The dredge begin moving south along the river, not as an army, but as people fleeing danger. Many of them start crossing the old ford bridge. Bulwark! Fulka shouts. Take the cart. Get to Manahar. We'll hold them here as long as you can. The Shield Maiden's voice clears your head for a moment. You see her turning proudly, commanding the ravens into formation, and Gudmundur to lead the clansmen to Aberang. She looks back at you, holding your gaze. We'll be right behind you. Go! Then she joins the shield wall, lending strength to those around her. Bulwark, Volka Zephyr says, pulling your attention from the raven banner near the bridge. We must leave now. The Volka. Their meddling caused this. All of it. You rub at a pain in your chest. Zephyr flinches at the look in your eyes, but you forget her and begin marching toward Manahar. Toward vengeance. Chapter 14. Brothers fight and kinship slain. Oh man. Let me tell you, that eyeless fight, bullshit. I hate it. Oh, are we taking control of Valette again? No? Oh, we are. Oh, looks like everyone's heading to Aberrant. Seems like everyone's headed for the capital these days, the small village's baker says. I figure it's just as well to stay put. We've got enough around here to survive, even with the king cutting off trade. You're testing your bowstring and only half listening to the man when Hakon walks up. The baker, unaccustomed to all, falls quiet and backs up. Hey Hakon, what's up? Capital's only a few days away now. I know. I'd like to believe we'll make it without any more problems, but... That hasn't been our luck. No sense thinking things will change now. You laugh a little, but notice the distant look in Hakon's eyes as he looks towards the walled tents. I wonder what the old kings, like Throster and Skirmir, would do in my place. They would have kept their people alive, same as you. I just lost half of my people in the old wood. It's like Ivor told me. You can't prepare for a giant serpent attacking. Not even ancient kings could do that. Just keep them alive. No matter what happens in Aberrang, protect your people. Hakon looks at you, the confusion leaving his face. Let's get what we need and get going. Maybe it'll be as easy as you make it sound. You give the Varl an encouraging smile. It's the best you can do. Okay. We've got no fucking supplies. Poor morale. What the fuck happened to Alette? What did I do to these people? Nid's boys are just finishing eating and starting to play when you approach her. Are they getting plenty to eat? I think so. They still have enough energy to get into trouble. My father always told me to enjoy being young, because there's plenty of time to be grown up. It's so true, but it's hard to listen to good advice. Without allowing you to refuse, she put a spoon in a bowl of cooked eggs in your hand. You have to try these. It's a family recipe. You take a bite. They're good, but you don't taste anything special. What do you think? Really good, Ned. I think your family's onto something here. Really? You think so? Yeah, maybe you can set up a shop in Arboring. The archer suddenly looks very amused. I'm glad you like them, but they're just eggs. Cooked like any others. My mother used the family recipe story on each of us kids at one time or another, and we wouldn't eat. She tried to guilt you into eating. She tried anything and everything to raise us, feed us, keep us from getting into too much trouble. Now with my boys, I understand why. I bet your father had to do a bit of that with you, and now you have to with this caravan. I doubt there's anything you wouldn't try to keep everyone alive. You think back on all the choices you've made. Just know that we understand and appreciate it. Eventually. Thank you, Ned. Well, I was expecting more after Eyeless, but, oh god. No supplies, poor morale. Fucking god damn it. We have 5 days of supplies. 5 days for all my renown. And I've got to get us to at least normal morale. Three fucking days of food. Oh god, this is just not going well. The carts start moving away from the village when you hear a girl shout, Papa? You turn to see where she is looking as gasp. From the east, over ground you recently crossed, comes a large number of missing clansmen, fighters, and Varl. Is that Rugga? Someone asks. At the front of the group is the former governor of Borsgard. Husbands run out to their wives, and children scream in excitement for the parents they believe to be dead. You make your way out to greet the new group as well, but Rugga holds up his hand as you near. Oh no, what do you want? I remember I don't like you. It's hard as ever to read the governor's face, and Dagger naturally says nothing. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Alette. My father taught me a good deal about survival. But didn't your father... Never mind. You're not sure what to say next. I bet you're tired. We can wait if you want to sleep. I can't make the call, and neither can you. The clansmen will tell us what they want to do. This sounds like something he has rehearsed, along with his smile. I think you should all get some food and a few hours of sleep. The others will make up their minds. A leader guides. What happened to you after the serpent attacked? I might ask you the same. Dagger and I were scattered like the rest, but we tried to help who we could. The old wood was like a maze, but we finally escaped, picking up others along the way. We looked to the guard for confirmation, but Dagger, of course, gives you nothing. We waited for the others as long as we could. Any longer, we would have starved. I started pushing everyone hard, only sent a couple of men to Tullier for supplies. We did the same thing, but our scouts haven't returned. Rugga scratches the scar around his neck. That's odd. Neither does ours, but here we are, most of us still alive. I'm really happy you found the rest of our clansmen. Don't fool yourself into thinking everyone standing near that banner feels like family. Maybe not family, but we have become a clan. Hatred spans generations. Some of these people have feuds older than the Great Wars. Don't think a few weeks on the road together changes that. I should check on the others. Before you do. Dagger shifts slightly and you almost jump back, unaccustomed to him moving. Your heart beats quickly. Why are you so nervous, Alette? We've had fair exchanges so far. I hope it continues. You've done well in the ships, in Lunda, and even in the old wood. Now, with Aberrang just over the horizon, I want to be nearby when a young woman brings an army. His smile is genuine, and you feel more at ease. Now, we'll see about some food and rest. The governor and his guard walked toward the village. Plus 200 clansmen. I have no supplies. I have no supplies. I have zero. Zilch. Nada. I've got nothing. We're going to starve to death. Yep. And here comes the battle of attrition. The water in nearby streams is gradually turning a bright green in places. Looks like the gore from the serpent's wounds. Dead fish are spotted in dozens, floating by in the faster-moving sections. Some clansmen have fallen ill, and others are feeling the effects of only drinking mead. When a few fall, spot a section of clear water, the entire caravan gets excited, but the giants hold them back and tell everyone to listen. Faint tune is drifting across the water. No, from the water. Worried whispers ask, what does it mean? Is it safe, or I don't care, I'm thirsty? Like, this could be really good or really bad. Well, it can't be any worse than having zero supplies. You cup the clear water in your hands and drinks it. It tastes cleaner than the well water from your home village of Skogger. Everyone is waiting for your verdict, and you turn and smile. Drink, you shout. We may not get another chance like this. The caravan rushes the water, ignoring the tune. They drink deeply, fill barrels, and even wash themselves of it. Elio thanks the memory of the god SLA. Oh, well, we didn't get any supplies, but hey, we got renown. Well, we're all... Oh, thank God we got forage. Jesus. 2 days of supplies that'll keep us from dying. The surrounding woods look promising for game, and you could use a bit of solitude. Soon, deer tracks guide you, but in a clearing, the beast has already fallen. Scanning the woods, you hear and see nothing. As you approach the deer, you can tell the kill was recent. A black stone, half the size of your fist, lies beside the animal. You pick it up, knowing it to be a dredge weapon. A rustle in the underbrush nearby reveals 2 hurlers who immediately create deep noises. They are communicating. Then one lashes out and attacks you. Alette, don't fight alone. Please, for the love of God, don't be alone. Don't let this be a thing that's happening to me right now. Alette is alone versus 2 dredge. Oh, how joyous. Now you all are going to come to me. I'm going to move back 1. And Overwatch? Yeah, do that. Waste of willpower. Okay, we'll try again. It's that one's turn to move. Son of a bitch. Fine, you know what? Just die. Fuck you. Boop. As the dredge fall, others from your clan arrive. Not bad, a woman says, booting one of the dredge bodies. A child runs up and does the same. That's enough. Leave them alone. They've killed enough of ours, haven't they? The one asked. Do you think they feel better at it? A few clansmen cheer at their agreement. I don't know what they feel, but they weren't looking for a fight. They were hunting, same as me. The clansmen seem unsure of what to make of your words. Take the deer. Let's get moving, you command. They all agree with that sentiment. Strumming from Leo and a song from a large number of your clansmen surprises you. Avarl stands in the center of them, blushing. It's Skari's 200th year! Avarl beside you shouts. The rest of the caravan is slowing to check out the commotion. I mean... fuck it if it helps morale. Barrels are rolled off the carts and horns are filled. Leo leads a few other magicians in upbeat songs, and soon you're dancing alongside your clansmen. Even the mighty Varl are clapping and keeping time with thunderous stomping. You wince and curse at the constant sun upon waking, the light making your headache worse. The caravan is a mess, but overall everyone looks happier. Let's get going, you shout, and someone find Skari some clothes. And our food's done. Please, please, please. Oh, come on. The caravan slows at the sight of the Field Gate Bridge. In front of it is a large army of horseborn in formation, weapons drawn. Skathash, are these your people, your clan, or herd? Skathash shakes his head but does not speak. His eyes scour the neighborhood. Hakon calls for shield walls as a precaution. Just as shields lock, a single javelin flies from the center of the horseborn army. Everyone watches it arc through the air and stab the ground only yards from you. The ground rumbles as the horseborn charge. We just can't get a break in this game, can we? Like, we are getting our asses kicked. We are starving. We are dying. Okay. Where's Ivor? He shouldn't be dead. I hope he's not dead. Did I ever die? Okay. I do like Alet's team better. Mostly because archers are fucking great. And everything else is terrible. Archer's OP. Please don't nerf. One, two, three, four, 6. I'm sure more coming. Overwatch. You learn we are strong. Pin Kablan. Hakon, giving no shits. Bam. Ow. Valor Heindar. Ding. Hakon is gonna run up there and just beat both of you down. There we go. Goodbye. Boop. Ow. You bitch. Uh-oh. Maybe if I hack on charge that far up was a bad idea. Hack on. You bitch. Oh man, we need supplies. A slight cream-colored horseborn with flaxen hair steps out of the ranks of the wounded. Her blue war paint stands out against her otherwise yellow coloration. The reigning horseborn showed deference to her. She says a few things in the foreign tongue of her people, but stops when she sees you do not understand. Forgiveness, she says fluently. I speak to you. You have my weapon. Nice. Sorry for fight, not know it you. She speaks your language with confidence. What do you mean, and who are you? I lead herd, I am... The next word is long, shrill, and confusing, but certain sounds stand out. Canary? Canary smiles and stomps the ground rhythmically with a hoof. That easy. Canary, yes. And you? My name is Alette. Good greetings. Our stories tell of stranger who come help us. You two legs that walk along four, my kind with you already. She points to the horseborn in your ranks. How am I supposed to help you? Save us. We look strong but weak against... When the sun stops and plains break and a god appears, follow two legs that walk along four. This is our story, we hold true. You see these things. The sun has stopped, and I've seen the ground breaking, but what god are you talking about? Large snake, not from this plane. The serpent. It certainly could be a god. You have seen the god too. You know these signs. You lead us, we follow. Canary looks at you with steady gaze instead of the constant movement you experience with Derdier. Warn her that not everyone likes Horseborn. Most of the Horseborn we've met have caused us harm, including you. Many of my people won't want to be near yours. Not today, but different day. Herds fight, but forget. Humans remember things a long time. Tharl even longer. Herd believes leader. We follow you, herd grows strong. She bows again, motions to her people, and all the Horseborn join your ranks at a respectful distance. Well, that's great and all, but, you do realize we are starving to death. Unless we reach a town soon... or the goddamn foragers come in clutch.
They say the moon and stars are always visible when you look at Lauga's godstone. How can that be true?
Oh my god. We're running so low on supplies. Oh god. I wonder where Ivor is. I know he's not. I don't think he's dead. He still has one arm. The moon, her spirit, the stars, her eyes. Elio says, plucking a few strings of his instrument. Lauga, the god of beauty and of, well, things that happen in the night. The skald smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Lauga. I'm thankful for her piety. The skald is not the only one smiling. A quick look around reveals grins throughout the caravan. I see why Aberrang has grown so quickly over the years, you say, and the skald laughs. A truth spoken in front of Lauga's stone is supposed to ripple through the night, either strengthening a lover's resolve or carrying away undesired affection. Leo skips away to find his wife. The sight of so many of your people showing each other affection warms you. You recall Gil, the boy from your village of Skogr, who tried so hard each day to impress you. You wonder if there will ever be another. I have really destroyed Alette. Like, Gil's dead, her father's dead. I do not play this game well. I play this game probably the worst way you could play the game. I am not good at it. But I enjoy the story. I love the choices, like the freedom you can have with these choices. It's amazing what they've done with this. I love the art style too. The art style's fantastic. It's just, I'm shit at the game, and we're going to starve to death if we don't get another forge. Thank God, Aberrang. Please,
Finally,
please don't let my people die.
But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
Yeah, just get there before... Wind ripples across tents, which multiply the closer you get to Aberrang. Dung litters the paths, and it is clearly not all from Yox. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and Horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Governor Rugga and Dogger step away from the caravan without warning. He seems familiar with a few of the men who have gathered around, and soon sharing drinks, stories, and disgusted looks at the Horseborn. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Karlshus from Elio's tales, and Strand's banner from previous talks with Uben. There are even a few Cragsman banners by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There is no mixing or unity. I'll push ahead, Prince says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what exactly is going on here. Yrsa and a few fighters escort him through the crowds toward the walls. Old Atakan's people are here, you hear a woman from a caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. Bring them here. Bring Atakan and the others to us. Some folks around the fires look half-starved and gladly join, making their way towards the supply carts. Others pack their meager possessions and fall in line. Where the crowd is the most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead, you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. Ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few 100 yards of empty space between these people and Aberrang's walls. What is this? You ask, confused by all you are taking in. Oh, that's the peaceful it, an older fighter says near you. He looks the type who's seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't kill us from the walls, and we can't kill them from here. But what's caused the fighting? You ask. The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. The king's got food and protective walls. We're starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal a heavy blow. So, Aberrang's at war? The man laughs with a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Val and even dragged in some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave unsettled. Is there a market? Oh, thank God there's a market. Son of a bitch! Oh. Leader of clans. Bring 400 clansmen safely into Aberrang. Hey, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I did, but yes. Somehow, I fucking cheesed through. I squeezed through by the skin of my teeth. The ox are tended and tents aligned as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor, others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Val King's eyes scan the field as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, but we better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. Those other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We've got an issue. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the Horseborn. Or the Var, for that matter. They're starting trouble and I'm going to stop it. Fuck. Go with all those to stop the troublemakers. We don't have anything they can steal anyways. Scathers has his weapons drawn and a few Val are standing near him with shields up. Humans in growing numbers are hurling every sort of curse at them. What's the problem here? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you and don't have them tied up properly. The fighters around him laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Val growling. Before you can calm the situation, the man says, "The little girl and her pets needed a lesson, don't they?" The fighters roar and charge you. Really? Like, really? Come on. I don't have the patience to deal with idiots. Oh, that's right. Hakon's gone. Shit. Well, Chris, come on back. Where's Canary? We should have her in our party. I would love to have her in our party. That'd be great. I'm just trying to do everything peacefully. They're the ones that want to choose death. I mean, this is a good setup. Just go ahead and get rid of the archer as fast as possible. Goodbye. Boop. Oh no. Ow. That's true. You die because you decided to hurt us. Get away. Alright, Chris. Let's teach them why they don't fuck with us. Chris? Chris, you gotta do better than that, bud. That'll do. Man, you guys are not doing well. That's another one down. I don't think these guys realize exactly what they've done. Really, bitch? Don't think so. Don't you dare. Don't you... Oh, the fuck you do? Fuck right off. No one hits Oddleif. The fighters fall and others nod their approval of you defending your clan. You're tired and irritated as you shuffle back to the front of the caravan. As soon as you find a stump on which to sit, you spot Rugga coming towards you, backed by Dogger and nearly 50 fighters. Everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about. The king's shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds us and protects his people as he is supposed to, and they've chose me to lead that cause. He laughs at your incredulous look. I'm just surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. You nod, and the two of you enter a large, empty tent. I don't trust him. The tent flaps close, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. This is insane, isn't it? Can you believe what's happening here? I'm not clear on what is happening here. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut all of us out. It started a few months ago when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he's said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugga closely while deciding what to say. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer questions. Like why he'd leave his people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down his walls? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past these first few walls, but the Black Wall? The governor shakes his head. How did you come to lead the clans? Borsgard was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. So, this war is unavoidable? Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too, the mighty Sunder Slayer and army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously so that no fight breaks out. Okay, let's go talk to the horseborn first. Scathach and Deirdre pace nervously, keeping their distance from humans, Varl, and other horseborn. Roesh patrols around the two a short distance away, nodding to you briefly. Is everything okay? Many mans, more than we know live. You stop to look around the thousands of tents in the fields, and hundreds of homes beyond the capital's walls. I'm from a small village. I'm not used to seeing so many people either. Maybe a herd too big. So many mouths hungry. If some dead, more easy feed herd. Scathish stomps the ground and says a few shrill notes to Deirdre before turning to you. Deirdre forgets we are not of the same thinking with mans. If you think Big Herd is right, we will think Big Herd is right. But what do you think is right, Scathish? The male horseman looks up at Aberrang for a few moments while switching his tail in thought. I think Big Herd kick each other in small fields. He points to Aberrang. Small fields behind walls. You thank them for talking and offer them a few calming words before departing. Yeah, Aberrang does not look like the best place to defend. There's the meeting tent, but we're going to talk to everyone first. And did I just read that right? That we have 59 renown? I can buy supplies. The Skald is tying a dyed strip of cloth into his daughter's hair, but sends her off to play as you near. We've come all this way for war. With luck, I might change their minds, and be the reed that would stop the wind. You've got a lyric for every moment, don't you? Of course. Plenty before us have been in similar situations and written about it. We only think our lives are unique. And if peace is not an option, is there a Skald song for that? Plenty. But I'll tell you what I'd do. Save the families who can't save themselves. I can't imagine if my wife and child were left out here, like they don't deserve the same protection as others. Those words flood your thoughts as you walk away. I mean, truth. That's real truth. You gotta save everyone you can. You can't let people die. The former cragsman is trying to lure something out of a hole with a small piece of dried meat on a string. He leaves it dangling by his side while standing to talk. Well, it looks like you're keeping busy. I'm playing fox and hare with a vole. Do you think foxes ever play Trigvig a vole? No. Trigvig looks disappointed. Do you have any ideas on how to keep two groups from killing each other? Any powders or relics or crazy schemes? Reaches into his tunic and grabs something, pauses, releases whatever it is, and shakes his head. People kill each other every day. Just enjoy the show. But if it comes to war, I don't think either side will leave us out of it. Jerky thinks about what you are saying, tapping a fingernail against his teeth. He looks at his finger, sneers, and spits. Killing kings requires a lot of lives. It's just as easy to kill clansmen instead. Either way, some will praise you, and others will throw dung at your face. Or you could collect all the dung in a giant hill, stand on top of it, and be your own king. As you watch him crouch back down to the hole, you wonder what possessed you to speak to him. Trigby, man, never change, bruh. You're one of my favorite characters in this series. Don't ever fucking change. Market. We're going to buy supplies. We are going to buy supplies. What do we got? Never deflected. Kit of etched bone needles guaranteed to improve and repair what you wear. A loaded weight used by dishonest merchants to add heft to an attack when held in the fist. Wow. Really? Okay. Oh boy. Ain't that a treat? We fucking managed to buy supplies for one day. Sweet. Confirm. I think rank 8 will be fine. Should level up. I should level up Oddleaf and Nid. Yeah, 7. 9. Yeah, you can level up twice. Oh, there's Oddleaf. Nid. There we go. Nope. Which means Gris and Mauger can't. Well. And now, we try and give that to Alette. Or figure out who can use what. +1 to all talents, 2 will, and +1 willpower on rest. Alette. +3 strength. So many items. Guess as good as it's gonna get. But that is for next time. But, yeah, that's for next time. Have a good night, everybody. Take care, and I will see you